Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at a guide to just a little bit of a situation with Chrono Crystals and obviously the release of Super Saiyan 4 DAIMA Goku, or just Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So his release has come off the back of some pretty big banners. I think the Legends Limited and Ultra. And obviously with the anniversary coming up fairly soon, players probably don't want to be spending, but yeah, I find them pretty cool. So we're going to go through a couple ways where you can earn Chrono Crystals. So we have the Tournament of Power, the missions for Tournament of Power. We also obviously have the actual Tournament of Power itself, and it got refreshed yesterday, so you should get your rewards from that. We then have the Hyperdimensional Co-op. You can get 300 Chrono Crystals from exchanging for this, but also 200 from participating. So between that and Tournament of Power, it's like probably 1,000 Chrono Crystals that you can earn slowly over the course of the next couple weeks, unfortunately. The rewards from the previous Tournament of Power probably total in a couple hundred. Next you have the Raid, where you can earn yourself 700 fairly quickly without a lot of effort, which I think is ultimately pretty good. And then we have the Hoi Poi, which also gives us a pretty good foundation to start earning a bunch of Chrono Crystals and giving ourselves a pretty good time as well. Now, in terms of everything else, of course, you also have the missions for the 1,000 Chrono Crystals from collecting the Decisive Duel medals. This is, I would say, for me personally, probably something you can grind out quite easily now. You have the Raid, you have Hyperdimensional Co-op, PvP is also dropping, so there's a lot of ways to farm these medals now, so you can really push the grind and come out with quite a few and probably claim at least, I would say, 500 of those Chrono Crystals. While you're grinding PvP, you're going to want to grind quite quickly. Next week is Season Reset, and if you're like me and haven't played in a while, you're going to want to push that ranking up for your PvP rewards. You can get a couple hundred from that, but also from exchanging the dual medals that you earn from actually playing and participating in PvP as well for the PvP campaign. That kind of just covers all the current stuff. Obviously you have your login rewards as well. There's around about probably, I'd say, 6,000 in terms of current rewards that you can get over the next 2 weeks if you kind of really grind it out. In terms of the existing content where you can earn yourself Chrono Crystals, Story mode is a very good place to start, especially if you're a new player or a player who's returning after a while. The hard mode of the earlier stages as well, and their challenges are also very fruitful because of the 30 Chrono Crystals that you can earn from some of those challenges, which is ultimately really good. Like the story mode is always a great source, unless you've literally finished every challenge in the story mode, then there's always, I'd say, a couple hundred to earn from there. The next 3 ways are ways that are quite familiar for veteran players, but for new players that may not know. So the first is soul boosting your characters. When you soul boost a character, when you start a new Dragon Ball Legends account, you will get a ton of Chrono Crystals. So you'll get, I think it's 40 per character for the first like couple hundred, and then you'll get 20 per character. It is one of the easiest ways to get Chrono Crystals when you start. It is absolutely the best way to farm literal thousands of Chrono Crystals. Another method is upgrading your gear. So in Legends, you get Chrono Crystals when you upgrade a whole bunch of gear to Z rank and above. This can be done by re-upgrading the same piece. So if you upgrade or re-upgrade a piece and it goes from Z rank to Z rank, it still counts as an upgrade. The big problem here is obviously consistently doing that. The easiest way is to use Platinum gear that is Legends Limited unique, so it has a very specific ability on the 3rd slot, and then by having 2 high ranking first slots on that item, upgrading the 3rd slot consistently actually counts as Z ranking that item. Other events to look at are the special events. So there's quite a few of these special character events whereby a group of characters have 3 stages attached to them. Each stage drops 50 Chrono Crystals. There's, I think, around about 6 of these now, and I think there's actually 8 now, and each of them drops 600 Chrono Crystals. If you haven't checked back here in a while, if you're a veteran player, The one also incentive here is that you may not have these characters at a higher red star. You need to have them max red star to be able to finish the event. But if you've been summoning and after a while you haven't checked back, you might have a couple more Chrono Crystals to earn. And then finally, the Legends Road events. These are free-to-play characters, but upgrading their ranking gives you a ton of Chrono Crystals from the special missions. So I highly suggest you do that. It's going to help you out a ton. But yeah, that covers pretty much every way. These are just the ways I always grind Chrono Crystals when I desperately need. It really helps out. And you can then go and use them on the Daima banner and get shafted and come back here and blame me. Which is what I do every time I do these videos. I earn 6,000 or 7,000 Chrono Crystals for my free 2 runs, and then immediately hate that I did that, because I then have no Chrono Crystals and no new units. So yeah, always a great incentive. But yeah, that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, as always, take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye.